What's up, YouTube? Here with the Blurple build that I played for the tournament. It's a little different than some, but for the most part, Blurple's Blurple, so there's nothing crazy going on. We have 3 copies of Gloom Hollow, of course, 3 copies of Screeching, 1 copy of Bat Breath, 1 copy of Dark Scared Orbital, and 3 Hydra Medusas for almost all of the Chimera lineup. Along with those Chimeras were 3 Gigastands. I played a little bit of a different hand control engine for this one. I played the 3 Gigastands, the 3 Fumes, and then on to spells, the 3 Spectre Claw. So that was my hand manipulation. I relatively liked Gigastand for the use with Medusa. Fumes I particularly didn't care for in the build at all. On occasion it was okay. I might cut it back to like 1 copy just to be there as a particular turn 4 play. I had a couple good plays with Return from Beyond to bring back Fumes and hit a card, but otherwise I didn't particularly care for it. Spectre Claw was okay. Sometimes I felt like I was force casting it just because I really had nothing better to do, and maybe it could have been a better card for that particular turn. So I'm a little iffy on the Spectre Claws also. Continuing spells, we played 3 copies of Return from Beyond, 3 copies of Bone Blades, and 3 copies of Terror Pit. It's 29 Darkness. My initial plan, I was going to play Mono, but the Heart of Darkness 2-drop Chimera guy, I could only find 1 of, so there's no reason to play all Darkness when I only had 1 copy of that, so I ended up playing Blurple. On to Blue, we played 3 Refi, 3 Seneschal, 2 Neptus, 3 Logos, and the 1 Crystal Memory for 12. It's 41 total. I didn't play Ruzalka at all, particularly since 4 Evo's release. I haven't really cared for Ruzalka. Yes, it's a setback, it's a disruptor, but I don't feel like it does any permanent damage. It's like Velvortex or something. There's not any like setups currently that breaking up in the middle of with a quick drop like Veil Vortex or Ruzalka would actually solve, in my opinion. And then with Cobalt Control, which I think is the hardest matchup for this deck, if you're bouncing back Cobalt, so you're going to play them again, you're going to give them more shields, which prolongs the game even longer. Which is what they want, because they have the same like kill spells and everything you do. They play more draw power than you do. And they have bigger beaters than we do. So, yes, I didn't play Ruzalka. I actually enjoyed not seeing Ruzalka in my hand most of the time. There were quite a few games in this tournament that I might as well have been playing Mono. My opponents can attest to that, where I might have like 1 blue in mana and never see blue the rest of the game. I had plenty of games where I never saw Logos and had no draw power. I only had 1, 2, 3, 4... I only had 6 Shield Blasts in the entire tournament. I'm playing 13, I believe, Shield Blasts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 13 Shield Blasts. I saw 6 over the course of the entire tournament. 1 was a Spectre Claw, 2 were Return from Beyonds, 1 was a Bone Blades, and then the other 2 were Terror Pits, which is what you want, except the match that I had Terror Pits and Shields, they were side by side as the last 2 shields that my opponent didn't break when the game ended. So that was useless. So I had to deal with that as the only shields I saw the entire tournament. Now that might have been part of the issue as to going 2-2 and losing to both CVH and the Kaijudo channel, both playing Cobalt Control. Without the outs to Cobalt, it was really hard. But that was the deck and some of my thoughts about how it played and a couple things that might be coming out for other things. What those other things are going to be at this moment, I'm not entirely sure. Not putting too much thought into it until Dragon Strike comes out, because that's just going to change the entire game anyways. So let me know what you guys think. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Peace out.